The old radio crackled. Dust caked its surface. It hadn't worked in years. Then, at the stroke of midnight, static. A chill ran down my spine. This was different. The static intensified. A low hum vibrated in the air. My hand, drawn as if by an unseen force, reached for the volume. The room grew colder. Something was coming. I hesitated, fear a tight knot in my stomach. What was I doing? Why was I so drawn to this? But the pull was too strong. I turned the knob, amplifying the noise. A voice, smooth as silk, cut through the static. It was hypnotic, calming. I felt my fear receding, replaced by a strange sense of peace. The voice spoke of forgotten lore, of things that lurked in the shadows. Each word sent shivers down my spine, yet I couldn't tear myself away. It knew things, whispered secrets. Secrets of the town, secrets of my life. How could it possibly know? The voice chuckled, a soft, menacing sound. It was then I realized, with a growing sense of dread, that the voice wasn't speaking to everyone. It was speaking directly to me. The voice changed, no longer soothing. It became demanding, its tone laced with an unsettling urgency. The stories were gone, replaced by direct instructions. It spoke of a task, a purpose, a grand design of which I was now a part. Refusal was not an option, not anymore. The voice made that abundantly clear. It commanded me to listen closely, to follow its every word. My heart pounded in my chest. What was this power it held over me? Fear turned to a strange sense of purpose. I had to obey. I had to fulfill its demands. The smooth voice had woven its spell, and I was powerless to resist. The voice spoke of an entity, ancient and powerful. It lay dormant beneath the earth, waiting for the stars to align, for a sign, for its release. My mind reeled. This couldn't be real. It was just a story, a figment of the radio's warped imagination. But deep down, a terrifying certainty took root. The entity craved freedom, the voice whispered. It craved release, and it was counting on me to break its chains. My hands trembled as I listened, fear battling with a growing sense of anticipation. The stars were the key, the voice insisted. When the celestial tapestry shifted into the right configuration, the time would be right. The entity would awaken. A stormy night invitation. The air crackled with electricity. Outside, a storm raged, mirroring my turmoil. Rain lashed against the windows. My focus was on the voice. It commanded me to gather others. My friends, skeptical at first, were soon captivated. The voice wove its spell, whispering promises of power. Their resistance crumbled, replaced by obedience. We were chosen, the voice proclaimed. We were the key to unlocking a new era. Section 6. Unearthing Madness. The storm reached its crescendo as the voice directed us, its tone frantic, urgent. We were to dig, it commanded, to unearth the entity, to free it from its earthly prison. Mud clung to our clothes, our hands raw and bleeding. But we didn't stop. We couldn't stop. The voice drove us forward, its whispers echoing in our minds. The earth yielded beneath our desperate scrabbling. A sense of wrongness permeated the air, a palpable aura of dread. But we were too far gone, our minds consumed by the voice's intoxicating madness. Closer, the voice urged, its tone a mix of excitement and anticipation. We were mere moments away from fulfilling our purpose, from ushering in a new age. The age of the entity. Section 7. Catatonic Silence. The next morning the storm had passed. Sunlight streamed through the window, illuminating a scene of utter chaos. The radio was silent, its surface cold. My friends and I were discovered huddled in the living room, our eyes vacant, our bodies unresponsive. We were catatonic, our minds seemingly broken. The police were baffled. Doctors could find no explanation for our condition. We were physically unharmed, but our minds were lost, trapped in some unknowable abyss. The voice was gone, but its echo lingered. The authorities filled in the hole we had dug, but the sense of wrongness remained, a palpable stain on the very fabric of the town. The entity, it seemed, was still out there, waiting. Section 8. The voice remains. The radio station never broadcast again. The static at midnight was gone. But some nights when the wind howls and the rain beats against the window pane, I hear it. Faintly, At the edge of perception, the voice whispers of forgotten lore. It speaks of the entity, waiting to rise again. The voice is still out there, searching for new ears to corrupt.